I visited Free J Farms. Let me show you some of what I saw. Free J Farms is near Blanchard, Oklahoma. Miss Jennifer, the general manager, took me on a tour. I learned about the history of the farm and about their approach to farming today.
Remember we told you we're 100% grass-fed.
When you visit, you hear the words sustainable, connection, and healthy. I had fun seeing what she meant by those words. First, we saw how the dairy barn had been converted. The old milking parlor is now where they seed and germinate 30,000 plants a year. Miss Jennifer showed me how they put the soil in the starting trays. Each planting tray has 128 pots. After the tray is filled with soil, they make an indentation for the seed called a dibble. They use a special tool to help make all the dibble in the same depth and evenly spaced. The seeds are small. Placing 128 by hand takes a long time, so they have this device, which helps them. It uses suction to space out the seeds and hold them until they can be dropped in the pots. It was really cool to see. After the seeds are planted, they use this room to germinate the seeds and get them growing. They have some neat tricks to control the temperature and give the seeds a good start. Starting the seeds here means they can start growing plants even if the outside is cold. They get a jump start on spring. Once the plants are growing well, they get moved into a greenhouse. A greenhouse protects the plants from cold weather, but also allows them to get sunshine. This makes the plants happy and they grow. They grow so much they have to be moved into bigger pots. At Free J, they grow vegetables, flowers, and herbs in the spring when the weather is good. People can buy these plants and plant them in their own gardens. I picked out a tomato plant for my mom, but Dad forgot it and left it behind. These sweet potato slips did make it home.
All these are little sweet potato plants. See them? They call them sweet potato slips.
Next, we headed out to the pasture. On the way, we saw some chickens, gunias, and peacocks. The boy peacock is named Dwayne. He is bright blue and purple. He likes to show off his tail feather by spreading them out. Dad says Dwayne is trying to get the girls to look at him. Maybe Dwayne forgot to bring tomatoes too. The pasture was really green and thickly covered. Miss Jennifer said the soil is like skin and any bare soil is like a store. Keeping it covered with grass and plants keeps the cows fed and happy and keeps the soil from washing away. The pasture had a variety of plants including grasses, wheat, and cowpeas. Free J Farms does not use fertilizer or pesticides that keep their costs down, but also means the good bugs and worms are happy and help make the soil healthy. We drove across a lot of pasture before we got to the cow. That is because they rotate which areas of the pasture the cows can graze on. They control where the cows can go by moving the electric fence. You don't want to touch it, neither do the cows, so they stay away. Rotating which areas the cows can graze in keeps the grass thick and lush. It also keeps the soil covered and protected. The cows at Free J are grass-fed. Lots of people prefer grass-fed because of its flavor. Dad brought steaks as we were leaving so I could try it. He didn't forget those. On the way back, we stopped by the old hay barn, which they had set up and decorated for special events. On Sundays from April until October, they have a farm market here. They sell produce, baked goods, crafts, and other items from neighboring farms. Other events they host include story time, workshops, demos, camps, opera, and other concerts. Everywhere you look around 3J Farms, there is something interesting to see and learn about it. I even saw ladybugs and monarch caterpillars. Monarch butterflies are really incredible. They migrate from Mexico all the way up into the northern states and Canada. Along the way, they reproduce many times. A butterfly's great-grandchildren will migrate all the way back into a special forest in Mexico. Before we left, we visited the Ben Farm Store. It used to hold feed grain, but since the animals were grass-fed, no more grain. So they converted it into a nice shop where you can buy meats, cheeses, honey, gifts, and a lot of other things. To plan your visit to 3J Farms, visit them online at freejfarms.ok.com or find them on Facebook. Go visit them or a local family barn near your area.